All right, coming to you from Omaha, Nebraska, so right in the middle. So I am celebrating 19 years in the industry. What does that mean? That was 19 years of figuring out everything that does not work in this industry. So I like to say we've been able to really go through so many different paths of what other agents suggest doing. And it has really brought me to a point in my life where now it's down to a science. How do you work smarter and not harder? I mean, that is the key. And 19 years ago, when I first got in the industry, it was one of my mentors was like, all right, you list, you last. I was like, all right, you list, you last. What does that really mean? And after about 96 showings with one of my first buyers, I quickly found out why you would want to list to last. So I just found really becoming a master of listings would allow you to be a marketing billboard and produce so many other leads from that one lead instead of running ragged with buyers 24/7. And when it came down to a science 5 years ago, I had a gentleman by the name of Hank Avick. So I don't know if you guys know this name. If you don't know him, find him on social. He introduced me to a 36 to Life program. And what this is this is not a CRM database, because I am personally a high I. And what does that mean? That means I hate details. And CRM databases, they're not my best friend, but I do utilize them. And so what Hank did is he had a one-page training report. And in the last 5 years, this has changed my life. So I'm going to give you guys some quick takeaways of what I do in order to focus on referrals, referrals, referrals. I'm now 100% referral based, and I have one of the highest price points in Omaha, Nebraska on my average. And again, it's just coming down to consistency and figuring out what works for you, your personality. So when it comes to this human database, what I want you to do is I want you guys to visualize right now. If your phone would ring in the next 5 minutes, who is that client that is calling you to list their home? Who would you want that to be? What age do you want them to be? What stage of life do you want them to be at? Do you want them to be relocating from out of town? Do you want them to be a family that has maybe 3 kids? They're squeezing out of their split entry. They need a 2-story. Or is it maybe empty nesters? They're ready to get rid of that 2-story, their knees blown, and they need that ranch. I want you to picture right now, because when I came back from our last real estate conference, all they talked about was niching, niche, niche, niche. And I'll tell you, if you do not design your ideal client, you will not manifest it. They will not come to you. But if you visualize that exact person and you multiply that by 36, then in return, your year will be extremely successful. So if you got that one person of where they're at in their life, now I do want you to multiply that, and I want you to find 36 of those people in your life. Now, Facebook, with my age, that's kind of my, that's my baby. That's my baby. That's where, I'm comfortable. That's where all my people are at. That's who's following me. So on Facebook, I actually go and you can create a custom list. And so if you go to your home database on Facebook, you push home, you're going to go on the left side and you're going to find under friends. So you'll see your name, then you'll see friends, then it'll say a custom list. I want you to put all 36 people that you want to work with, that would be your dream client in the next 12 months, on that list. Now, when you got that in that custom list, this is a one-stop shop. You only got 5 minutes in the day to direct your time to Facebook. Otherwise, you get lost. So you have this list designed. It keeps you focused. You have a time of the day that you go in there. Your first number I want you to write down on your little workbook is 50. So first we have our 36 people. We've created that list. They're all in one spot. Now I got 5 minutes to jump on there. I'm going to take that 36 list and I'm going to do quick 50 virtual high fives. What is that? It's a like. If I would go in there and if I do 50 likes once a day, that is 18,000 connections throughout the year just by 50 likes. Now, your next number, because I'm going to give you 5 numbers. Your next number is going to be 20. 20, I want you to do handshakes. Have you ever walked in a room and somebody shook your hand and, maybe it was kind of soft and you're just like not really connecting with them? And then you walk in a room, somebody comes up, confidence, shake your hand. You're like, okay, I like you. I want to be around you more. So what I want you to do is think about 20 handshakes where, now they're not only seeing you or you're seeing them, you're just connecting deeper. It's more of an energy exchange. And so it's more of a comment, just commenting 20 times on 36 of those people's actual profile. Now, the next one, this is going to be 5. So now we're down to 5. This is going to be where this is more of a conversation. And your actual conversation, I want you to think about it where now you're asking a question. You're trying to create engagement. You're maybe making a comment, but then your last comment is a question in order to engage and get them to respond. So 5 of those a day. Now the last one, it's 1. 1, 1, 1. Nothing too crazy. This is diving deeper. This is like a private message. This is actually knowing when you get off that conversation, I want you to know where they're at in life. Are they healthy? Are they down? Are they busy? Are they soul searching? Like just where are they at in their life and dive deeper. And by this human database, by following this 36 to life program, this has allowed me to focus on 36 home sales a year. These 36 home sales a year basically have resulted in my Icon Agent Awards. And I used to sell over 50 to 75 homes running ragged. Now I just focus on 36 because I don't need more. I get the price points up. I'm making what I need to make, and I got it down to a science. And so that 36 to life, just using that human database, I mean, it has been just a game changer, and it's a one-stop shop. Now, the next one I want to dive into, and Hank also, once a month, he's going to be doing a deep dive into this 36 to life program. It just happens. It's the 3rd Thursday of every month. So I do have a link I can share. If you'd like to do a deep dive, it will actually train you and just really go into depth as far as just, how to capitalize on it. All right. The next one is incentives and inspire your referrals. At one point I had FOMO with Zillow. I had to go and buy my zip codes, and I'm like, oh, what's going on with Zillow? I got to buy these. I'd be sitting at dinner and the phone would ring, and I know what I'm paying per month, and I know I can't let that lead go. That was not the life I wanted to live. I did not want to just have to pop up and have to go meet a stranger. My safety was at jeopardy. I mean, just my life, my balance. I had no control. Where you work this 36 to life, now you're in control. You know their schedule, and creates so much more balance. But like with, if you do like relocation and you're paying out those huge percentages at the end, I'm cheap, I'm thrifty. That's just who I am. I can't stomach giving out those huge referrals at the end. I want to get my own leads because I want that money in my pockets, not anybody else's pockets. So what I've basically designed is a give back program. This give back program, this is designed for whoever's in front of me. If they're a teacher, it's a teacher give back program. You're going to get $500 towards your closing costs, towards a home warranty, whatever you want, because you are in education and you are giving back. Now, if I'm in front of a firefighter, it's a firefighter give back program. You're going to get $500 to go to your choice because thank you for serving. Whatever they are into, whatever they are engaged in or their profession, or a lot of times what I'll do too is I have 3 kids. I coach, I'm on the move. I want to work with all those families. That's who I'm around. That's who I like. That's my age group. And so I have done like an actual give back program for all youth sports. My softball program, it takes up a lot of time, but I have about 2,000 people in the database that I'm able to do a softball give back program where I will give them $500 towards their year if they refer their grandma, their aunt, their kid. Oh, we know youth sports are getting up there. Man, those grandmas, they start coming because those parents, they're like, Tracy. And it's like, you're helping them. You're giving back. And it's one of those where, I mean, instead of 35%, pick your own rate. But that has been huge. And of course, you have to be a walking billboard. So when I'm going into the good old softball complex, we go in with like a march. It's a march with coolers. So it is one of those where I know I'm going to be at that softball complex. I know I'm going to be there probably for 10 hours. So why not have EXP coolers with these girls stomping, walking all around, and being a marketing billboard for me? So I just really challenge you where if it's church, if it's, youth groups, if it's youth programs, whatever you're into, even if it's like a high school band, think of how many people are in that and how you can create this program and then just become a marketing billboard. I have next fall, I actually have somebody from a different brokerage that is going to be within our same organization. So I may be ordering 1,000 t-shirts because I want them to be wearing my logo. So I just challenge you guys all, there is a way to do 100% referrals, and all it is being consistent, designing that client, and really just figure out what they want, figure out what their weaknesses are, figure out what are they looking for in value, and just provide it. And in return, 10x, that's what I'm after. So 5 down, 5 more to go. Thanks for having me on, you guys.